Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to a brand new vlog. Now we're going to have a pretty busy day because we're going to Kevin's new studio with Triff and Milano. We're going to play some games. We're also going to attempt to pull some of the Yummy Core from Justice Hunters. And then after that, we're also headed to locals. Yeah, it's gonna be a really fun day.
Oh shit, yo! Let's go! Oh, 2 lagers. Yeah, game. That's game immediately. We'll just scoop it and go next game. I'm just avoiding it. That's my game plan against it. Just don't play it.
I was waiting to tell Steven till we were on camera what deck we are choosing to play today.
Podium!
Try again.
Pendulum?
Think about the deck. You've only ever had positive things to say.
Mitsurugi Fiendsmith.
What deck?
Pure Mitsurugi.
What deck do we play on returning to Yu-Gi-Oh?
Heroes?
You love Heroes?
Yeah, of course. Stratos is jacked. Pendulum. YCS. Blue eyes! Let's go!
You can see the pain in his eyes.
Let's go.
Steven and Blue Eyes have been the biggest of ops. Is it just that you don't like playing like 6 bricks in your deck?
Yeah, 1 brick's too much.
1 brick
2
is
bricks,
too many.
let alone 6 or 7. It's just, I think it's an ass deck. I think it's awful. It's not a good deck.
Whoa!
But with Ryan playing it, my respect for Blue Eyes has now gone up tremendously.
Wow!
Oh, Christy says that.
Oh god.
Useless stuff. And then the other half, I just thought of a hilarious video randomly.
Hit me with it.
Let's troll Kevin.
Oh?
Okay, we'll get it for the vlog. We'll say, alright guys, right now we're 2 hours late. Oh, it's on?
Yeah.
Oh. Guys, we're gonna troll Kevin, okay? We're 2 hours late because I had to destroy a hornet nest, long story, and I was 2 hours late. I'm gonna call Kevin right now and say, bro, change of plans, we can't make it.
Oh no.
He's gonna be so pissed. And he's gonna be like, bro, what you guys said, like I was getting ready. And I'll be like, just kidding, we're 10 minutes away.
Kevin, I'm so sorry.
Living room is for treadmills, and the other living room is for actual weightlifting. And then like
if you guys haven't checked it out, the Yummy Masterclass, when is that?
Friday, August 8th, so probably after this video.
Wow, you can get the VOD! That's so cool! I love VODs!
It's drill beam plus everything.
We went to go to his house to get our passports, and there's a skunk just mad chilling.
Just chilling.
On his lawn, and I'm like, okay, maybe if like I honk my horn, like, you know, like scurry along.
She sets off the car alarm at like 1 in the morning.
Yeah, but like a lot of factors happen. Like, is this one?
Yeah.
Pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, that's his car.
You guys are gonna break him.
Yeah, surely he won't see.
We're gonna go outside of the car. Where Kevin won't know, because if he's the Bluetooth, he'll know I'm doing and we're trolling him. Don't make too much noise, guys.
Yo,
Hey, bro.
are you here?
You're gonna hate me, bro.
What's up?
I can't come.
You're capping. I know you're at my door right now.
No, I'm not. Ryan can't come either, bro. Something happened.
No, you're capping. I know you're
Bro,
capping.
no, bro. I'm not.
What happened, bro? Tell me what happened. Talk to me.
Like, Ryan has to buy some protein powder, and like, I need to fold some socks. So like.
You realize I can hit you, right?
I feel like the protein powder line was totally believable.
You know how many hours I was training yesterday on dueling one? Get in. How you doing, bud? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Hi, Athena. Brian, no, we do the hugs. We do like a 1v1 and then winner, and then we do a losers match type shit.
I am down.
You're so precious.
Oh, hello.
Are you building? Are you building something? Are you making this? Wow, you're so talented. Whoa.
It's your death wish.
Oh.
So we made it to Kevin's, and we are about to start his stream where Kevin and I will be, I see Kevin coming, where Kevin and I will be commentating.
We are co-commentators in this very professional setup.
Isn't it dope? It's very professional. No, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, no, it's really cool.
Welcome to the studio, bro.
This is insane.
I'm sleeving up Artmage cards, okay? Don't say anything.
People were interested in your combo, your 1-card Fiendsmith, Artmage.
I played it yesterday against Manko, and I did some really cool stuff. Because he was playing the Dracotail K9 deck. The reality of it was that he and I were both making a substantial amount of mistakes, but that was fine because we were like both learning our deck as we were playing.
Heck yeah.
And the game was really good. Like if someone watched it that knows our decks or whatever, they'd be like, you misplayed here and you misplayed there and what, and I mean, we'd be like, yeah, we didn't care, we had fun. We had fun and we learned.
Honestly, I really like it when people like yourself show learning decks on stream on video, because realistically, when we pick up the deck, that's not how it's going to be.
It's not going to be perfect.
It's not going to be perfect. It's nice to know that there is a learning period.
I figured out a way to burn the opponent with yummy in time. No one knows. It's a crazy, like...
So Ryan and I are going to be in here.
This is sick.
This is actually
This is a dream come true. I'm not gonna lie.
Crazy.
It feels like I'm actually like making like a production here.
So Kevin and I jumped into commentary for Milano and Steven, and I do believe Steven did end up winning in the game 3. So the winner of Kevin and I will play Steven, but I am next up, and you guys gotta wish me luck. Kevin's very good at this game. Okay, so we are in Kevin's studio. We're about to play Kevin right here. Athena's going to film. We've got Milano and Steven right over there. But it's it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. We'll keep you updated, but you guys gotta tune in the streams. These are really, really cool. Alright, so match 1 here is against Kevin, and this is actually pretty cool because he is playing the new Artmage deck, which apparently got a couple of regional tops over the last week. That said, we are winning the dice roll, and we are opening only a singular brick. We're not counting the Mulch Army, but you know, 2 bricks for Blue Eyes, honestly not bad. I am normal summoning the Sage to bait out a hand trap, as we already do have the Maiden in hand. Luckily, it does get hit with the Imperm, and that means now we can link off into the Spirit. Spirit is going to add Mausoleum. We're going to activate that, and at this point, we have passed the hand trap checks, so we are comboing until we have a couple technical difficulties with what's going on. We're kind of up and down. I get a little lost in the sauce in the combo, and I end up getting an extra Tyrant Dragon, which I don't need. In theory, there'd be another dragon, and then I make those 2 into a seals, but regardless, the board is pretty good, and we're passing back. With that, Kevin is drawing, and in standby, I'm actually tagging out the first spirit into the Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit, then I'm tagging out the second spirit into the Crimson. The Crimson is then targeting. We are trading out for the Cosmic Blazar Dragon, and the thought here is essentially that we are entering a board breaker format, so here are just more negates for said board breakers. With that, Kevin does begin by normal summoning the Lacrima, and I'm not letting this resolve, so I'm using the Cosmic Blazar to banish both itself and the Lacrima. Next, Kevin is following it up with the Fusion spell, and we are just going to negate that with the Blue Eyes Ultimate. Kevin looks at his hand, he looks at me, and he concedes. So we're going to the game 2 here, and the game 2 we do open an interruption in the form of Ash Blossom. We have a redundancy, a brick, and 2 very good cards. That said, Kevin does begin with an alteration, which lets him place the field spell. So working around Ash, the field spell is then flipped, and he commits his extra normal summon to Medius the Pure, who would special or add a monster. However, we are going to Ash here. A single hand trap, however, is not going to stop my boy. So he is normal summoning the Owl, which does let him fuse, and then we have essentially this great anime cutscene. He's putting all the cards on the board, and he's ending on an Omni Negate, a quick effect MST, a card that lets him special summon on my turn, and I'd say a trap in the form of Raigeki, but I do think it's a full board wipe. So really, really big board. We are we're drawing for turn. I am normaling the barrel. I'm using its effect to set a load, and on activation, he MSTs it. As Steven noted, it's pretty much an unwinnable game. So we scoop it up, we go into the all-important game 3 with a little bit more knowledge about what he's trying to do. With that, I draw an awkward hand with True Light and Double Load, but we've definitely got a chance here. That said, Kevin does drop a Perulia, and things get a little interesting. Load is then activated, it searches for a barrel, we normal the barrel, give him a draw, and barrel does dive back into the deck for the best card in our deck, that being Drill Beam. From there, barrel is linked in the Spirit, and Spirit uses its effect to grab us a Mausoleum, which is activated, and we are targeting the spirit to send to Blue Eyes. Now, Kevin responds here by revealing a Druid's Worm to banish the Blue Eyes, which is actually fine because we do have access to another. Lorely Load is then specialing the Blue Eyes White Dragon from the deck, and we turn our 2 bodies into the Dragon Link Classic, a singular Seos. Now, I am setting the Solemn, I'm setting the True Light, as it will really let us start playing on the following turn, but Kevin is drawing for turn, and his first action is to send Engraver from hand to grave to grab a Tract. Now, Tract is activated, and I flip the Drill Beam, as I do have to stop the Fiendsmith engine before it really starts to get going. A Power Patron is also now summoned, and I am dropping the Veiler here so he can't fusion summon. That said, both bodies are then linked into the Closed Moon, and that means it's time for us to activate the Seals. It also means that he is going to be able to get the field spell, but we are going to be able to summon a Magnuma to trigger its effect to search in the end phase. He is activating the field spell, I am activating Solemn, and he's attempting to pass over. That said, we do have the True Light set, so we're activating that. We're bringing back the Blue Eyes. That way we have some big damage on board for next turn. We are also resolving the Magnuma to search the new inclusion, which is the Seahorse. It will also, in theory, help us push for game. Kevin starts doing some math, realizing that we are also getting the barrel back, and with that, he does concede. We are taking the all-important Game 3. Though, before we jump into the next match versus Steven, I do just want to say a huge shout out to Kevin for putting all of this together, for making this studio. This has been months in the making, and it's really cool that he did think to get us all together to start having days like this. This has been so much fun, and it is, again, because Kevin just put so much time and effort into making this. And we are going to move into the next match where we are playing against Steven and the Yummy strategy.
Can we get a big bicep in the chats for Ryan? Like, just
We're bicep emojis in the chat for Ryan.
one bicep for Ryan. Oh, there's a chat emoji? Yo, no, wait, what the heck? That's actually... Yo, that's actually
the best emoji.
That's actually him.
That's the best emoji I've ever seen.
Bro, just drink protein.
Just drink protein. It fixes
bro.
it. Simple mathematics. Drink protein to fix your kidneys and biceps.
Make your soul.
Oh, I told you it was Aku! I knew it was Aku with the normal summon. I knew! Oh my god! How's it feel to win 3rd place at YCS Kevin's house?
Banker Soul sucks!
Banker Soul sucks!
Banker Soul sucks!
Banker Soul sucks!
Dude, why do I keep opening the same hand, bro? I hate that hand. I hate that hand.
But now, there is one match that's left to be played. It's the one and only Ryan Ruggles versus YCS champion Steven J. Trifanowski. This time,
And I'm about to be a 2-time YCS champion, YCS Kevin house.
YCS Kevin's house.
Just teach me how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's all I want. As an update, we are playing in the finals of YCS Kevin with
Steven! This was expected. When he said in the car, we're going to play in the finals. This is expected. It's going to be 2 great decks playing off against each other. It's going to be Yummy and... But Blue Eyes is still a very powerful deck. And I hope that Ryan could beat me, because I've been the biggest Blue Eyes hater ever. So if he could beat me in the finals of a YCS here at YCS Kevin House, it will prove that Blue Eyes is a real deck.
Now we are in the finals of YCS Kevin's house with none other than my exact physical twin, Triff Gaming. We've spent a lot of time lifting heavy things together in the gym. However, we haven't actually spent a lot of time dueling, and today we're changing that. With that, I do in the dice roll and open both the Primite and the Blue Eyes engine, so I'm feeling great here. My first play is to normal the barrel and hopefully deal with a hand trap, which we do in the form of an imperm. Now I activate the Lorely Load to add a Drill Beam. However, Steven does have the Purge, and it not only negates, it also destroys. That is the YCS champ difference. That said, I am still able to get to a Veiler in hand, a double spirit on board, and a bonus back row. We are passing back, and Steven draws. In standby, I attribute the spirit to special the ultimate spirit. Then I attribute the second spirit for the Crimson line. There is good merit here to keeping a spirit on board, as it does stop the Obedient School. However, we are in a board breaker format, and I just feel like we will possibly need more negates for said board breakers. With that, Cupsy Yummy is summoned. I'm keeping him off the body with the Blazar Banish. He is hitting me with the Obedient School. I am negating with the Ultimate Spirit, but
He's Triff. He's the GOAT. He is activating a second Obedient Schooled. This one is resolving. He is summoning all 3 of the adorable little guys, and he is linking the Cupsy into Snatchy. I consider firing off Valor, but I am still familiarizing myself with the cards, trying to figure out if the Snatchy is the one that tributes, and thankfully, Steven does give me a very deep dive right there and then. So with that, I do commit to the Valor. He chains, I chain the Imperm, and we actually do get to stop the effect. From there, he's synchroing both the Snatchy and the Lollipo into a Cupsy Yummy way. It uses its effect to grab a Cupsy and a Cookie from deck, then he discards an Ash to grave. The field spell, Yummy Minion, then comes down to grant him needed attack boosts. Cookie is then linked into yet another Snatchy, and Triff uses Minion to special back the Lollipo from grave. Lollipo attempts to shuffle back the Blue Eyes, and while I could dodge this with True Light, I do opt to save it, so the Blue Eyes is shuffled back. From here, Cupsy and Snatchy are synchroed into a Lollipo Yummy way, which is summoning 2 bodies back to the board. Cupsy is then linked into Snatchy, and another Cookie hits the board as well. Now, because of the field spell, all of his bodies are gaining 3,500 attack, making these little dessert cats big enough to run over the Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit. So Triff is entering battle. He is swinging into the ultimate. He destroys it. Ultimate triggers to special back a Blue Eyes, and a Maiden follows suit. With that, Cupsy is swinging into the Maiden. Maiden is triggering to special back a Sage, and I'm really just trying to body block into a second turn here. With that, Snatchy is swinging into the Maiden. Cookie is swinging into the Blue Eyes, and I am taking a total of 4,000 damage. But we're still in this. We are not throwing in the towel, though, as Milano explains it quite well, we have quite the mountain to climb.
We got 79 on Triff's side to 4,000 on Ruggles' side.
Obedient school locked, so he's not going to be able to like put anything up right now. But this board we're looking at, Kevin, this is a lot of interruptions.
So tell me all the interruptions that we're looking at on this board right now.
So
Talk to me, bro.
like,
Talk to me.
He's gonna summon,
it's probably very layered,
he's
right?
He's gonna summon the 3 synchros this turn, and he's gonna summon the 3 effect monsters.
Okay.
So the 3 effect monsters will all use their effect. Banish from graveyard, DD Crow, pop a monster, and then he's gonna get the Cupsy to draw 1, and then he's gonna get the Search 2, the Reborn 2, which he's going to use for synchro summons, which I'll tell you about in a second.
Okay.
And then he's got a Book 2. It's Snatchy, which is going to quick synchro during his opponent's turn. He can make probably 2 more Herald of the Arclights.
Oh
he's
my god.
He's going to make like a Metal Marcher.
Herald of the Arclight is like so OP in this matchup too, because Blue Eyes wants to use its graveyard.
Triff then synchros in main 2 into Cookie Yummy Way, does a bit of a combo to set up his board, and in end phase I use True Light to set Majesty for a non-targeting pop, which is actually pretty good against Yummy. Blazar also returns to the field, and I draw for turn. Then we head into standby, where I attempt to add back the Ether Barrel. He, however, uses Cupsy Way to bounce itself. I use Blazar, as it would essentially get knocked otherwise. Cookie Way is then returned to summon a Cupsy from grave, which will offer him a draw from deck. Now, I commit my normal summon to prime my Ether Barrel and use its effect to set a Lordly Load from the deck. Then on my turn, Steven synchros Lollipo and Snatchy into Lollipo Yummy Way. 2 more bodies are made into Cookie Yummy Way. The effects are then activated. Barrel is being flipped face down. Snatchy is specialed from the grave, as is Lollipo. Now, back to me playing. I'm flipping the Lordly Load. Triff is activating Lollipo Way to spin itself to special both the Cookie and the Snatchy. Load is then resolving. I'm grabbing a Drill Beam from deck to hand, and Steven using the Snatchy to swap his field spell out for another one. At this point, I see a golden opportunity to activate the Majesty I was holding. It will pop the field spell, and that way the field spell will not pop the True Light and essentially end our turn. With that, Triff synchros into Cupsy Way and searches 2 bodies from deck to hand, then discards the Cookie. Then, still in my main phase, Triff synchros 2 bodies and again into an old Infernoble friend, Martial Metal Marcher, which specials Cookie Way back to the board. Cookie and Marcher are then synchroed into a Herald of Arclight, and that makes things tricky, but we're still going for it. True Light is used to special back my Blue Eyes, and I attempt to trigger the Maiden Grave, which does bait in the negate of the Arc Light. Finally, putting us in a decent position, I special the Seahorse because I do have Blue Eyes in play, and banish the Roar from grave to fusion summon both the Barrel and the Blue Eyes into a Tyrant Dragon, which in theory can clear the entirety of the board. From here, we are making it bigger though. We're using Mausoleum to send a Blue Eyes to grave. Now we are entering battle, and we are swinging into everything. Seahorse swings in, and in the heat of it, I forget to reset Majesty off the Tyrant, though it's alright, there are still plays. In main 2, we are using Lordly Load to summon a Blue Eyes back. We are linking it with a Seahorse into the Seahorse for a bonus disruption, and we are setting the Drill Beam, which I held. Then in end phase, Cosmic Blazar is returning to the board. We are passing back. After a turn, which felt like 5 amazing duels of Yu-Gi-Oh! Just all in one. That said, Triff is drawing, I'm using True Light to special back the Blue Eyes, Maiden joins it, and Steven concedes an absolutely insane game 1. That was something else.
Well played by Ruggles. Ruggles is cooking. Ruggles. Yes.
Now guys, I'm not gonna lie, game 2, Steven played on Super Saiyan mode here. He starts off with an engage, I Ash, he obedient schools, I Fua, he ashes my Fua, I drop a second Fua, and in response, Steven, well, he doesn't care. He full combos, he builds the board, gives me a bunch of draws, but they don't really matter because he keeps an Arclight on field, which stops me from really playing with cards like Maiden. When I get my bodies on board, he is flipping them face down, and I just felt like this was a very meticulous, decisive dismantling of my like 10 card hand. So big shout out to Steven for a crazy game 2.
Let's go, Steven! Go! Triff Gaming! Do you think I'm invisible?
Now, game 3, Locals is coming up. The timer is running down. I get hand trapped 3 times, but still land on Seo's and Drill Beam pass. Time is called on Steven's turn, but apparently he does have a time card. So we're playing on. Engage is dropped. I Drill Beam to negate. Ghost Ogre is normal summoned. It's linked in the Almirage. I bounce it with Seo's and play into talents. Now he has 2 shots here to draw into the combo that will lead to the time card, and he's drawing
The win con. What has he got? 1? Yu-Gi-Oh! Does he have the engage?
Hand shuffle going on.
Does he have it?
Draw.
Oh wow. Well, honestly, we take those.
Yo, we're both the winner. We're both the winner. Let's go.
I love that.
That's crazy. Wait, no, that means they both share first place. I'm second, you're third. We all made podium.
Top cut.
We all made podium. Let's go.
Oh, cool.
We got all the peoples on the screen. Hells yeah, bro. Bye. We're gonna clap up locals. All of us are gonna go undefeated.
Okay, so it's 10-ish minutes till local starts, but we made it. You haven't? Can you believe we made it?
I'm honestly shocked. In Toronto traffic.
Yeah, we're trying to be here, and by we I mean Steven drove efficiently.
How you doing? Labor Day weekend, I get a week off.
You thought about it.
What's up?
It's the raid week for it too.
Yeah.
Playing the deck again?
I lost to this really good player. This Ryan guy, he was playing his Blue Eyes cards.
I did watch that happen.
I got lucky.
I love how Ryan, every time he wins, I got lucky. Meanwhile, every time I win, I'm like, I clap.
Okay, so we've already shown a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Today, and I wasn't going to show any additional gameplay from locals. However, the very first match was a pretty funny one. It's against dracotail, so we are going to jump into that. I am losing the dice roll and opening not 1, but 2 of our beautiful bricks. That's right, both of the boys are here, and my opponent, he's giving me a bit of a cheeky smile. After a moment, a pause, he's passing back, he bricked, I draw into essentially a third Primite Ether barrel. He Perulias. I go to normals on the barrel, get to the drill beam, and do a little bit of damage, and we're passing back on the Dragon Link Classic that is Seo's Pass. Now, he draws, begins with the Dracotail Branded Fusion. I drill beam, betting on the brick, but the Poly Monster is discarded. He's fusing a total of 3 bodies to make Dracotail Athalion, who can bounce Seo's, so I tribute, but the graveyard effects render infinite advantage, and he is very decisively taking the very first game. Now, game 2, I am going first, and I open this incredible, just absolutely stellar Blue Eyes hand, which actually means that, you know, it's the standard. We bricked, and this game for me was not winnable. However, it was a really nice time just chatting with my opponent and learning what the new dracotail cards did. He was super patient. He walked me through each and every one of them, talked about some of the different lines. And I think this loco specifically, the excitement for the new cards was just extremely palpable.
Okay, so we are done our first match, brand new format, played against dracotail, and the deck's pretty cool. I feel like there's some people with some real faith in it, and always fun when we see all the boys.
I haven't had this much fun playing Yugioh in a while. I just played the mirror.
Yeah?
Knows my pocket.
So it was a pretty electric locals. Matthew and I were talking about Fantastic Four. We were talking about Superman, the amount of noses that Matthew had stolen that day, as he is a vanquished soul enjoyer. And while we were doing so, we actually heard Milano out in the main room making everybody laugh. I feel like Milano is one of those guys who just adds so much energy and levity into the room. I always really appreciate my time with Milano. We don't get to see each other too often, but I feel like I always very much appreciate the time that we do. I feel like these days are really what Yu-Gi-Oh is all about, and despite the fact we tied for first at YCS Kevin's house, I actually didn't get prizing today. However, both Milano and Kevin went X1, so big redemption arc for them. They got to open some pretty nice packs. Tristan also came into the room and he was showing us his undefeated packs. He played Onomat Ryzio, so that deck is apparently still very real, especially when people aren't prepared for it. But we opened some packs together and that was a lot of fun. So overall, as a whole, incredible day, wonderful people, really good memories. I want to say, as per usual, a big thank you to all of you for being here, for being a part of this brand new journey. This has been wonderful, and I love this game, I love these people, and I love that you're here to share it with me. So thank you, I'll see you soon, and above all, as always, peace and love.